Welcome to my computer science internal assessment. So let's begin. To begin with, I created a program based on the specifications of my client, which primarily were managing the stock and orders from their clients. As you can observe, the majority of the program consists of scanners in the main class. The reason I use scanners is because of the knowledge and experience I've used with other projects. So let's begin with administration section. I already ran the code because my computer is a bit slow today, but let's begin. So it's going to ask us, it's going to print a message over the administration section. So through the use of its if statements, it's going to manipulate the rest of the code. So yes, we're in the administration section. And it's asking us for a username and a password, which we previously defined as a private string username admin and a private string password admin. So it's going to say if whatever we write equals the username admin and the password admin, it's going to still run the code. So our username and our password. So now it's going to welcome the administrator with the administrator name and would like to know if they would like to check the orders or the stock. It's a pretty simple code, but functional. So we're going to write stock for demonstration purposes. And it's going to say that our current stock is 0 because we have not manipulated, and stock is saved in these variables of data type in. So we would like to update the stock. So we are going to say yes, everything again through the use of if statements. And we're going to write, for example, 50 jugs. So it says now your new number of jugs are 50. What is happening here is that when we go to the different if statements of the manipulation of the stock, we're going to go to our variable of the stock, and it's going to equal to whatever we input, the number we input, because it's next int. So if whatever we input is greater than 0, it's going to update the stock, which will happen with all the products. So again, for demonstration purposes, and 45. So now it says stock closed. To see your orders, go to the file orders. We're going to talk about of the file orders later in the video, so don't worry about it right now. But our stock is closed and it's printing the message, so it works. So now let's go as the client section to know what is happening in the code and in the project. Sorry again, my computer is a bit slow, but let's go with it now. So now, again, with the use of if statements, now it's going to ask if we're the admin, and we're going to go to the else part because, okay, we're going to say, no, we're not the admin. So it's going to ask different contact information to the client, such as first and last name. For example, we're going to say Michael Jackson, and the phone number, a random phone number, and a random address. For example, Bel Air, 22. Now it's going to ask, through the use of switch statement, what case is the client going to choose? Remember, jugs is 1, barrels 2, and milliliter bottles 3. So when we would like to ask for something, we should go, for example, case 2. And when we click, for example, case 2, it's going to print a message of the bottles that we would like to order. And if whatever we would like to input is greater than 0, it's going to complete the order, and the program would end. For example, we would like 56. No, let's say let's 25. And it's going to say order complete, and it's going to break, and the program would end. Now, as the administration, you would like to know where you can find the contact information of your client. So let's go to our internal assessment computer science folder, which I mentioned before. And we're using the text file orders. Now, it's important to mention that the text file orders was created here using the buffered writer class. A new object, buffered writer, was created with file writer, and a text file was created called orders.txt. Now, what we're doing here is that we're saving whatever it is stored in the scanner after each question. It is going to be written in the text file, and for the aesthetic of the document, it will go to the next line and save whatever it was stored after the next question. So what is stored in the next scanner. Flush works in order to let us know that whatever we input should be inside of that document. So, okay, let's open this text document. And when we open it, okay, it says Michael Jackson, the phone number, and the address. Now, I should say that I had no knowledge about the buffered writer class, so I tried to understand them using different tutorials. It is important to say that even though I managed to save the scanner input in a text file, for future development, I would like to save whatever the product the client would like in order to let my client know. Because even though it's a functional project, I'm still missing how to save this information of the switches in that document. But that would be all, and I met the success criteria. Thank you.